Good morning, Thursday, May 14th, back with another MLB stream, MLB video for those of you guys watching on YouTube. I think we're about to hit 2K subs on YouTube. That's pretty cool. Let me just double check if we did hit it overnight or not. But I know we were like right there. What are we looking like on the YouTube subs? 1,996. We're 4 subs away from 2,000 on YouTube, so make sure you drop that sub. We're almost there. We are almost there. I want to start making more videos on YouTube too, besides just like the daily recaps, some other stuff. We'll get into it. It's just very busy with building WNBA and making sure NBA is still looking good, and MLB adding new features, and then the marketing, and then the customer support, and the accounting, and I'm doing 75,000 things a day. But I do want to make more YouTube videos, so hopefully as I start to figure out some more automation and finish, getting the products to where they need to be like WNBA, then we should be able to do that. So, what are we working with today, chat? What are we working with today? Okay, couple day games. About half the slate's day games, actually. Damn. 7 day games, 4 night games. Interesting. Not sure that I love that. It is a Thursday, though. It's a travel day, so it makes sense, but can't say I love that. Let's look at the back-to-backs today. Who are we working with? 23 players hit a home run yesterday that are playing today. So there's 23 people on the back-to-back. Buxton, Rayleigh, Baldwin. This was a slip last night that just right in our face. Right in my face. I talked about Rayleigh, how I loved him. He was on the Zone Masters. Drake Baldwin talked about he's the only guy in the Braves I liked against Shota. And then Buxton looked good too. He looks good every day. He was also a Night Owl, Zone Master, whatever. But sometimes it's just right in your face, man. That's always the worst feeling, is like you come back the next day and you look and you're like, oh my God, there was a play right there with guys that I was looking at. Kurtz hit a homer yesterday. Is that real? I guess I went to bed early. Is that real news? Did Kurtz actually finally hit a home run? Zach Geloff did too. Wow, Kurtz grand slam. Wow. Interesting. Yeah, this is my first pass at no, I do believe my own website. I just don't believe that Kurtz went deep. With how cold he's been. This is my first pass at looking at what happened yesterday. I haven't looked at anything. Except for the top 2 this morning, because someone tagged me in it. Yeah, Geloff, man, these are 2 guys. Zach Geloff especially. He's been kind of on the long shots leaderboard pretty recent, like frequently recently. Christian Walker went deep. Yup. J.P. Crawford, day late. Mickey Moniak on his birthday. That's an interesting one. Did not expect that. Dalen Lyle. I don't know what the hell's going on with Dalen Lyle, man. 3 homers in the last 2 games. Not a big power guy generally, but okay. Ryan O'Hearn, yeah, we saw that. Bobby Witt, yup, not surprised there. Colson Montgomery, interesting. It should have been Murakami. He had 2 balls that were deep flyouts. I don't know how he didn't go. Crawford, that one was hilarious. Mookie finally back on the board. That's another one I did not know happened because I was asleep. Stevenson, yep, he was the top due yesterday. Cedane Rafaela, yep, we talked about him. Only problem with Cedane Rafaela is he did not start yesterday, so you couldn't have taken him anyway. He came in as a pinch hitter and hit a home run. He should have started. He was good for a homer. Owen Casey, interesting. Ruiz, he's on a heater too. Dubon, Gavin Sheets, this one broke my heart. This is actually when I went to bed. I watched him hit a 3-run homer and I said, rip, going to bed. Trevor Story, I was making fun of him yesterday and he hit a home run, so that was interesting. I was literally going through his game log and I was like, this guy is garbage, and then he hits a homer. Cody Clemens and TJ Rumfield. So Clemens, interesting. And then Rumfield, interesting. So those are the back-to-backs. Okay. Today we're looking at just under 2 homers a game. Honestly, not ideal. Cannot say this is ideal. Number 1 game for homers, Seattle, Houston, St. Louis Athletics. I love that one. I already know I love that one because of the top due. Chicago, Atlanta, Washington, Kansas City, or Washington, Cincinnati. Honestly, you might want to just filter for these 4 games if you're using the generator today. Man, everything else looks kind of mid. Kind of mid. Top dude, I already posted on Twitter. I mean, I'll just rip the Band-Aid off. It's Jordan Walker. He's a 6 out of 6. This is our 4th ever 6 out of 6. I think it's our 4th. Someone keep me in line here. I don't remember. I think it's our 4th, and 3 out of the 4 have hit so far. Maybe it's our 5th, and 3 out of 5. 3 out of 4 have hit so far. I know we had Moises 6 out of 6. We had Tyler Stevens was a 5. We had Moises 6 out of 6. We had someone else. I know Schneeman missed, but there was another 6 out of 6 that hit. I can't remember who. Maybe it was Shea. Oh, Vinny and Shea. Shea and Vin, something like that. Yeah, Vinny was the other one too. Anyways, 6 out of 6s have been hitting over 50% of the time. That's all I'm trying to get at. So yeah, I mean Jordan Walker, got to throw him on the watch list there. Pretty simple. I know it's negative EV. His odds. I don't mind that it's negative EV though. The 6 out of 6 thing and I'm good with taking that. I don't care. I really don't care. You know why? Because the do factor isn't really built into the probability at all. And I'm sure if I have enough data and start doing some testing on it, we can find a way to factor in the do factor into the probability, and it'll probably boost it by a few percentage points, especially if a guy's a 6 out of 6. It probably will boost his home run probability to like, I don't know, 24% maybe instead of 18, whatever it is, which then it would make him probably around plus EV. So I think that's just a missing component that I'll work on testing. We'll see the relationship between the do factors because these are all stored in my database. So I can look at do factor compared to actual performance and then see if there's a correlation. And right now I'm leaning towards 6 out of 6. There is a correlation. So yeah, Jordan Walker for sure. In the same game, Shea Langoliers and Nolan Gorman, both 5 out of 6. So someone asked for a feature where we can filter by the do factor components. So you can say, okay, I only want barrel elite, drought, launch angle, right? Whatever. So I'll add that in today. We'll add that in today. Well, I'm looking for like true 4 out of 6, true 5 out of 6. So that's just these first 4 being green. So yes. Nolan Gorman, no, he is not. Although, what is his median gap? 20. He's almost there. He'll be there by the end of the game. Cal Raleigh's a true 4 out of 6. Interesting. When's the last time Cal had a homer? 427. April 27th. Holy cow. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. 382 OPS over his last 15 games. Holy smokes. Last 7 games, 0-7. When's the last time he's got a hit? Okay, he had 2 hits against the Astros, but outside of that, he hadn't had a hit since his homer. Yeah, that's brutal. Not gonna lie, this is brutal. Zones, though. Now, this is interesting. Let's look at the 4-seam and the changeup. Did anything match there? A little bit here. These ones in the middle. Overall, though, against the entire pitch mix, it looks decent. But if you go pitch by pitch, let's go pitch by pitch. Changeup. Okay, changeup looks pretty good, actually. Outside of the plate, he only has 1 homer there, only 2 balls in play. So I think it's too small of a sample size to care. Curveball, nothing. 4-seam fastball right down the middle, but he doesn't put it there that often. Sinker, slider, no. But overall, against the entire pitch mix, I mean, Cal does have some zones that match, so it could be interesting. I don't think I'm gonna. What's his odds today? Oh, he's probably not playing. Is Cal out? Soup at 6 a.m. Damn, we got some West Coast people. There we go. I think Cal's not even playing today. That makes it easy. So he's only got 1 line. So he got hurt. When did he get hurt? How did he get hurt? Okay, well, he's out. Right leg. Okay, well, that makes it easy. That'll update when the lineup's confirmed. Murakami. Another one. He's fair value today. I think he's around fair value. He's not bad. 4 to 6 due. He should have hit one last night. Let's look at that StatCast. 377 he had 2 barrels last night, not a single homer. CW, did y'all see what happened yesterday on the Adley Rutschman homer? Yeah, we chased him 2 days in a row. He didn't hit. And then yesterday, he hits a fly ball that should have been an out. Spencer Jones hit it with his glove and hit it over the wall. Like, couldn't happen when we had that. But anyway, 2 barrels yesterday from Murakami. Not a single homer. 4-6 due. Night Owl. Yeah, Murakami looks pretty good. Hunter Goodman also 4. Slight negative. Let's just look at the EV today. Is there any EV at all on the board? Like, what do we have? Okay, so there's Justin Crawford. That's about it. Outside of that, my God, there's only 23 guys who are plus EV, and then if you go to like kind of fair value, probably around 35 to 40. Fair value, I think like anything under 10%. That's literally the difference between like 1% in probability. About 43 guys. 46 people that are I guess takeable for their price right now, in my opinion. 23 that are good. Not a whole lot. Brandon Lowe. Zone Master. Okay. All right, let's get into some of these games, man. Some of these I like. I actually kind of like that. You know what? I don't mind that there's not a lot of good options today. I think that makes it a little bit easier. That makes it a little bit easier, in my opinion, when there's less that you have to really work through. When it's just a few good options, you take a couple plays, and you keep it there. So, Dollander, big ground ball pitcher. What's he working with this year? 5 homers given up on the season. Okay. Well, versus left-handed batters, slider, and the changeup actually gets hit pretty hard too, but it doesn't have a big enough sample size. Nobody's doing anything on that sinker. Homers have come off the changeup though. Okay. And then righties, 4-seamer and changeup. 1 homer by Mason Montgomery. Is he an opener? Yeah, he's going to be an opener. So just keep this aware. Once we get the primary announced for the Pirates, this will update. You'll be able to see the primary pitcher. And yeah, you'll be able to see that. So right now we don't have a primary announced for the Pirates, but yeah, we're not going to be able to do too much with the Rockies today yet. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see who the opener or the primary is for this opener. But we can look at the Pirates. We got to do it, chat. Got to do it. Slider changeup. He's not bad at him. We got to do it. I got to do it, I should say. Zone Master, long drought. What's he at? 17 balls in place. It's been that many balls in place since his last homer. I feel like Lowe just went. I guess not. It's been about a week. Strong outlook today. Not really due. He hasn't had a barrel in the last 3 games. Launch angle's not really looking that great. But I do like that he's got the Zone Master tag. 2 zones. Zone rating 8 out of 10. That's very good. I need to add that you can click on this, by the way. I don't know why I forgot to add that, but I forgot to add clicking on this. If you go to the home run zone, though, and you go to the Zone Masters tab, Brandon Lowe's right there, 8 out of 10. You can see kind of where he stands on the rating. Anything under 5 is basically a neutral advantage. Anything above 5 is an edge. And then it gets to strong, and then it gets to elite. So he has an elite zone rating today. We can see the pitches here. Down the middle with a fastball, 555 ISO, 32% of the pitcher's fastballs, 24% of all the pitches go right down the middle. Up mid fastball, upper middle of the zone, 232 ISO, okay? And then breaking balls down mid. So he just likes the middle of the zone. He just likes these 2 areas. That's really it. Although the breaking balls down mid, what's a breaking ball here? No, changeup's off speed, slider. Yeah. So we can see it right there. I like him today. I do. I don't mind him today. Let's see if we have any. What time's the game? What's his day splits looking like? 928 OPS, 5 homers. Yeah. He's actually a little bit better in day games from an OPS perspective than night games. A below, I'm fine. Short leash tag means someone is an opener? No. I mean, it gets applied to openers, but short leash is just anybody that's not really projected to go that long into the game. You can expect a little bit more bullpen. Only 1.2 innings projected, short outing expected. You see that on guys who are projected around like 4 innings too. Let's go see what the actual tag triggering mechanism is. I forgot what I put it at. Short leash right here, under 4.5 innings pitched. Yeah, so I put it under 4.5 innings pitched. I could probably move it down to under 4, but that would be really only openers. Yeah, 4.5 innings. So it just means expect some more bullpen work. So then I could tell you go look in here, look at the Pittsburgh bullpen. But I mean, obviously they have an opener, so it doesn't really for this one. It doesn't really matter. We have to see who the primary is. Yeah, wind is blowing out. I have it at 11 miles an hour. Different weather models have different things. 11 miles an hour is what my weather model tells me. Could be around 11 to 14. A couple miles per hour here and there. This is also projecting 4 game time, so at 12. So in the next 3 hours, we're projecting it to be about 11 miles an hour of wind. It's a little cold. Not ideal. That does take some carry out, but if he can pull one, which he does, I like it. So Belo looks good. O'Hearn for a back-to-back, he's all right. And Connor Griffin as your long shot today. I mean, not too interested. I think this is pretty simple. Probably just going to target Brandon Lau and call it a day in this game. What did we say the vulnerable pitch was versus lefties? Slider and changeup both have the highest ISO. So I guess we'll just look at slider changeup here and just see. Cruz, nothing really crazy against those pitches this year. And then versus righties, it's 4-seam and changeup. So versus righties, or 4 righties, we want to look at the 4-seamer and the changeup. Connor Griffin, Brandon Lau is amazing against 4-seamers and changeups, but this is more of a pitch mix that's been hit by right-handed batters this year against Dollander. So good luck to everyone on Be Loud today. Yeah. I mean, this is the first game of the day. This is the first player we've really looked into outside of Jordan Walker. So he's just someone I'm adding to my watch list. And then the bullpen for Colorado is home run prone. So we're expecting Pittsburgh to hit about 1 homer today only. So nothing crazy. 31% chance to hit 2. So really, looking to pick one guy on Pittsburgh. I'm going with Belau or me. I don't even know if I like Connor Griffin, but yeah. Game 2, Washington, Cincinnati. DJ's cooking, yeah. Nats, Cincinnati Reds. Nats have been on a heater, man. Chase Burns. Okay, so we got a debut of one of our new tags, Day Burner. So this is pitchers that are good. We have the pitcher equivalents of Day Masher, right? So Day Burner means he's very good during the day. He pitches well at daytime versus nighttime. He only allows a 490 OPS during day games. At night, he allows a 700 OPS. I mean, we can even look at it here if you want to get more detailed. Go to the stats. We can look at 2025 or 2026. 2025 day, nothing. 2026. Yeah. So it's really he just left-handed batters that give. Okay, interesting. Good to see there. So if we go back here, right-handers, he's really only throwing 4-seams and sliders that get put into play versus lefties, 4-seam slider changeup, and all of them get hit pretty hard. Damn. Okay, so left-handed batters, 5 homers. Yeah, left-handed batters get after Chase Burns. Foster Griffin short leash, 4.5 innings projected, so he triggers the short leash. He's actually been pretty solid. 6 homers allowed, though. 1 homer there, 2, 1, 0, 0. Okay, so 0, 0. Look, the last 3 starts, he's been really good. He did give up a homer, but 7 innings, 6 innings, 7 innings. He's been going kind of crazy. Does he have any splits day-night? Let's see. 23 innings, 98, 92. OPS is about the same. He's even day and night, so. Okay. Now that we have that understanding, Chase Burns, yeah, James Wood, I mean, Dalen Lyle, Not seeing a whole lot of value here, but what I do see is what were the pitches? All of his pitches. Pitch mix, it's all of them. He doesn't throw the changeup that much, so we can get rid of it. But yeah, James Wood goes crazy versus these. Four-seam slider, insane as a lefty. Same with CJ Abrams, looks pretty good there. So either of those two. Let's go look at the day masher tags. Nope. But what are his splits? He doesn't have a day. Ooh, right here. I'll just look here. 872 versus 996. He's a little better in night games, but he's still good in day games. And CJ Abrams, Road Warrior, okay. Also pretty good, a little bit better in night games, but still good in day games. Both have a good pitch mix, too. These guys could be solid plays for hits, runs, RBIs, especially James Wood. 2 hits, runs, RBIs. I do like him on that route. Let's look at the four-seam slider changeup. 2 zones that match. Okay. 4.8 out of 10 on the zone rating. So almost significant. I don't mind James Wood today. I really don't. I mean, I don't know about him taking for a homer, but total bases, hits, runs, RBIs, I guess a home run. His price is just not that great. But James Wood does look pretty good today overall. EV right down the middle is crazy. Yeah. Yeah, he looks pretty good. James Wood looks pretty solid today for general props. Abrams, does he have any? Right down the middle, that's it. Yeah, I mean, it's just really right down the middle. Which he doesn't throw those that often there. So, a lot of people saying Jose Tenna. So he's almost out of the pitch hit risk. Only 27% of games pinch hit. Don't mind that. But he's on a bit of a heater, but I don't... Oh, he's got the day masher too. It's not a significant day masher, but he's a day masher. Yeah, look at that stat cast. Holy cow. I see why people like Tenna. I see why people like Tenna. I mean, I see it. Could be a decent long shot. Mizrowski, 8Ks was free. Yeah, he went crazy. He's been getting like 10 strikeouts every game, though. Leads the league in strikeouts. Yeah, Tenna looks really good from a StatCast perspective. Only problem is fly ball, line drive, and ground ball are all even. But he's hitting it hard. He's hitting it really hard. On the other side, like I said, Foster Griffin, he's kind of hard to target. Right-handed batters against a four-seam. That's really the only pitch anybody's hit off Foster Griffin this year. Lefties have done all right against him, though. Lefties can get away with stuff a little bit more against Foster Griffin, it looks like. Much smaller sample size and plate appearances. Well, not really. Only 13, 8, and 8. What's the pitches here? For righties, we want to see four-seamer. That's about it. For righties, four-seam fastball. That's all we really want to see. Who hits a four-seamer hard as a right-handed batter? It's Sal Stewart and Spencer Steer. Sal Stewart and Spencer Steer go crazy against a four-seamer. Problem is, pitch mix-wise, I think Foster has a pretty good four-seamer. Yeah, actually, he has a bad four-seamer. Okay. So if you narrow it down to just that one pitch, just that single pitch, well, Sal Stewart has one ball in play on a four-seam fastball from a left-handed pitcher. Good news is, though, is it's right down the middle. Right down the middle, 27%, only 3 of them, but these guys are just really small sample size. They're just really small sample size. The number of pitches in play, it's just really small. Lefties now. Cutter, curve, four-seam. Cutter, four-seam, curve. So lefties that do well against these pitches, it's just Ellie. Well, Ellie's going to be hitting as a righty, actually. So Ellie, we have to look at. Okay, Ellie looks good too. Damn. And Ellie has a much higher sample size against that four-seamer as a righty. Right down the middle. So Ellie matches there. Honestly, I think Ellie would be my favorite then. Batting as a righty with four-seamers right down the middle. He looks better. He's got a bigger sample size too. So, pitch mix for him's neutral. Problem is his price is kind of crazy. What are we looking like for home runs from him as a righty? Versus left-handed pitching, 5 homers, 1,000 OPS. He actually is doing pretty good this year. He's actually doing pretty solid this year. Much less plate appearances too. 2.31 total bases per hit as a right-handed batter. Yeah, Ellie has my attention. Ellie De La Cruz has my attention. He definitely has my attention. Yeah, versus left. Look at these numbers. As a right-handed batter, he's been going kind of crazy, which is weird because last year he was different. Last year he was a lot better on the other side. Okay. This factors in last year's numbers. That's why it's down. That's why he has a down projection. Ellie has my attention. So, all right, let's go back to cutter, four-seam curveball, and look for lefties. That would just be Blade. That would be just Blade. Not too interested. So yeah, I think. Yeah, but he has this year. Ellie's been hitting righties. Oh, can't hit righties out of the park. I was thinking the other way around. I mean, he's done it this year, though. He still has 5 homers against righties. So, yeah, I kind of like Ellie today, if anybody, in this one. But overall, it's not a great value game. But we do have a pretty good chance, 70% chance they hit at least one. Ellie hits, runs, RBIs. Yeah, Ellie hits, runs, RBIs looks outstanding today. That's his best line, is going to be hits, runs, RBIs for sure. And then James Wood, like I said, he definitely has my attention as well. Also, hits, runs, RBIs is his best line, or even total bases. But you could go James Wood for a homer. I'll star him and just come back to him because I'm probably going to take him on like a eat your vegetables type play. We'll see. Tigers Mets, Nolan McLean versus Keter Montero. Oof. 31% ground ball, 31% fly ball for Montero. 46-21 for McLean. McLean, righties have hit 2 homers, lefties 1. He's only given up 3 on the year. He's given up 3 on the year. So neither of these guys really give up a lot of homers. Both have the home run stingy tag. So probably not looking too crazy for homers in this one. Yeah, nothing. McLean strikeouts probably could go crazy today. 8 strikeouts for Nolan McLean. Yeah, I mean, this is just not one of your games. Hondo, get out of here, bro. Hondo. SMH. No Soto either, right? Or is Soto going to play today? I know he left the game yesterday, but I don't know if does he have lines? He has lines. Just MGM. He's probably out today too. Miz will be a Brave? No, he won't. And Trudeau, no, he won't. Both of those guys are under contract for like the next 6 years. They're not. If they're leaving the Brewers, it'll be in like 2031, 2032. If you want to wait 6 years, you can have them. But they're under contract for a long time, so they're not going anywhere. And they're on cheap deals for a long time. Especially Miz. Miz makes like less than $1 million a year. Let's see. Now I'm curious. Yeah, Mizrowski makes $788,000 a year. Bro, all the other pitchers that are as good as him are making like 30 mil, 35 mil. He's making $788,000 for like the next 4 or 5 years. So Miz is getting robbed right now. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. He's gonna have to work out a contract extension or something. Robin, I'll do all that. It's just going to take time. I need more data. We only have the do factor for like, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks. Like, it'll produce results, but I don't think it'll be significant enough. Like, that stuff we're going to have to run like All-Star break. A lot of those tests and cross tests we'll have to run towards All-Star break when we have like a significant number of data. He needs to fire his agent? No. He's just on a rookie contract. That's just how it goes. Like, pretty much everybody on a rookie contract in the MLB is making like no money. You don't get MLB money until your first extension comes around. And usually rookies or guys in their second year like Mizrowski are not this good. He also wasn't a high draft pick. The other thing is like, yeah, Skeens made a lot of money as a rookie, but that's because he was the number 1 overall pick. You make a lot more money if you're number 1 overall. Mizrowski was like a late second round pick. He was like the 70th overall pick or something. You know what I mean? He was deep in the draft. Well, not deep, but deep enough where he's not making $3-4 million a year as a rookie. So, yeah, some of those guys do. So yeah, nothing in this game. I'm just gonna skip it. I don't like the Mets Tigers at all. Yeah, Miami, Minnesota. Braxton Garrett. Who the hell's Braxton Garrett? Okay, Zebby Matthews. Neither of these guys have pitched this year, have they? You show moneyline projections? Yeah, on every game. It's right here. Also on the scores page, right here. 40% chance. These are all projections. So yeah, neither of these pitchers have pitched this year. So you're basically just going off of almost just pure handedness. I don't even know. Yeah, Liam's coming down. Buxton, I guess, but like, look at this. We just don't have any data. My God. I don't even know if do we even have hot cold zones? Probably not. You would be just purely riding hot streaks. I think this game's another skip. Neither of these guys have pitched this year, so don't know what I'm supposed to do with that. This game. You guys broke my heart last night. Gavin Sheets, man. Gavin Sheets. Ruined an absolute gem from Mizrowski, too. Like, the guy goes 7 innings. He was going to go 8, but he got a cramp when he came out to warm up. Goes 7 innings, does just nasty things to the Padres. And then Uribe gives up a 3-run homer with 2 outs in the 9th. Are you kidding me, man? Canning, 1 homer. What's he pitched this year? 9 innings. Lovely. 2025 stats. Still not a big home run guy. A lot of walks, though. Still a lot of walks. Brewers do walk a lot, too, so interesting. Kyle Harrison's been on a heater. He's a day burner. Really good day games. Not as good at night games. Strikeout artist as well. Got 11.1 K per 9. Damn. Thing is, I don't think they strike out that much. Yeah, 13. Well, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I could be wrong on this, but I'm pretty sure yesterday the Padres strikeout rank was like around the 20, like maybe 17th. I think they jumped up to the 13th most strikeouts because of Miz yesterday. The Miz effect. He just made a team jump 4 spots in the strikeout rankings. Do we have any vulnerable pitches versus righties? No. Versus lefties? No. Lefty on lefty. Lefties, they can't hit him for crap. Lefties cannot hit Harrison for shit. Righties, though. 4-seamer and changeup. A little vulnerable on the changeup, nothing crazy. The 4-seamer though, it's been hit around a little bit by righties. Over here, I mean, there's not enough data on him really. 9 and 5, yeah, against righties, nothing really has happened. 1 on a 4-seamer. Versus lefties, looks like a homer on the 4-seamer as well. So it's really just the 4-seamer. And then 4-seamer changeup against right. So let's look at right-handed batters. 4-seam, changeup. I mean, not really a whole lot. Only 2 guys with a homer against a left-handed pitcher. Okay. Andujar and Machado. Both are fair value. Terrible pitch mix for Andujar. Yeah, I don't see it there. Brewers, they don't hit home runs. They're the literal last team in. They're literally the last team in baseball in home runs. Like, I think Judge and Murakami combined have more homers than the entire Brewers team. How many homers predicted today? About 20. I'm actually pretty certain that I know for a fact Schwarber and Judge definitely have more homers than the Brewers. No. Let's go. You know what? Let's go Baseball Reference right now. We're pulling this up. Sorry, I'm going to blind y'all for a second. Team stats. Home runs. Bang. Dead last. 27. Dead last. Ain't nothing like a Brew Crew offense that can't hit a home run. Even the Mets have more. Even the Giants have more. Red Sox have 4 more. That's a ton. 4 home runs for the Brewers. That's like a month of baseball. 66 by the Yankees, 61 by the Braves. Yeah. So, Brew Crew can't hit homers to save their lives, so I don't even think it's worth even taking anybody. That being said, though, you can get away with some other stuff here. I think Terang for a hit, Churio for a hit, hits, runs, RBIs for both of those guys look pretty solid. Terang with the good pitch mix, too. I like Terang today as a general props guy. I definitely like Terang as a general props guy. Both have elite bullpens. Probably not going to see a homer from the Brewers, less than a 50% chance, barely over a 50% chance of the Padres. Realistically, it's another skip, unless you're taking general props. There's some good props in there like Terang and Churio, but Seattle, Houston, Castillo, Burrows. Burrows versus lefties. Okay, Castillo versus lefties. So left-handed batters, meatball thrower. 6 homers, 8 homers, red across the board. Both are struggling. This could be a nice little game. This could be a nice game. I mean, they give up homers to righties, though. I don't want to take out the righties here. We'll start with lefties. So, let's just start with Burrows because we're teams right here. 4-seamer slider. 4-seamer slider. Sheesh. Sheesh. A lot of green. Whole lot of green. What's his versus righties? Sinker's 4-seamer. Okay, so you would take off the slider, put on the sinker. J-Rod looks a little worse. But that doesn't matter. I mean, it throws all the pitches still. Yeah, Luke Raley looks pretty good as a back-to-back. I'm not going to lie. We don't mind Luke Raley. Oh my God, he's got 4 zones. Yeah. Ooh, this is the one downside for Luke Raley. But it's not that bad. It's not the worst day slumper I've ever seen. Like, for example, Buxton, his day OPS is in the 400s. Yeah, 660 is not good, but I've seen a lot worse. Let's look at the actual splits. Does he have any homers? No homers in day games, but it's only 33 plate appearances. 0 homers. Still haven't taken a home run yet? What are you doing? What do we think on Rayleigh? He looks good in a lot of different ways. The only thing that's not really in his favor is the day game splits. The only thing that's against him. Naylor. Look at Naylor. Okay, he's got 2 zones. His zone rating is only a 0.7, though, so when you actually adjust it by the family, nothing crazy. And when I say family, I mean like fastballs is a family. Breaking balls is a family. Off speed is a family. So, Naylor's okay. 2 homers in day games. Yeah, he's not bad. Not really any tags. Nothing's triggering, so. Strong outlook overall. He's not really due. Naylor could be a good hits guy today, or hits, runs, RBIs for sure. Naylor's another one of those people that I think fits the bill for general props. I think he fits the bill for general props. Jordan also fits the bill for general props. Jordan's a total basis guy for me today. Same with Altuve. He looks really good too. Holy smokes. What's Altuve been doing versus righties? He's been hitting it kind of hard. Yeah, 40%. No barrels. Slider versus righties. 4-seam slider. God, lefties really get after him. Yeah, Jordan looks. I think Jordan's a total basis play today for me. Jordan does. I don't have any tags for line drive or ground ball. No, because there's a lot of. The only reason I haven't done it is because there's a lot of ways it can go. Like he could be a ground ball hitter versus like specific pitches, and he could be a fly ball hitter versus other pitches. He could be a fly ball hitter overall, ground ball hitter overall. But a lot of that also could just be the pitcher is a very heavy ground ball pitcher. But I just haven't done it because I think it probably would throw people off a lot. Yeah, Jordan looks damn good today for kind of everything. I don't know about a home run, but I really like Jordan for a hit or hits, runs, RBIs or total bases today. I really do. Cam Smith, I don't think anything of him really. But a lot of these guys have good pitch mixes, so Christian Walker went yesterday. Fair value again today. I can't take Jordan for a homer in the 200s today. I just can't. But I do like him for total bases. And Luke Rayleigh's got me interested. JP Crawford as well. JP Crawford is a back-to-back candidate. He did it last time. Last time he hit a homer, he went back-to-back. Could be a good long shot today. 800s. I don't mind him as a long shot. Don't mind him as a long shot. All right, probably one of the best games of the day here. Lopez, McGreevy. McGreevy's fine for homers. Lopez is a meatball thrower. Jordan Walker, 6 out of 6 due. Yeah, Jordan Walker, pretty simple. Looks outstanding today. Jordan Walker looks pretty darn good today. Only one zone that matches. His zone rating's not that high, but that's fine. His pitch mix rating, very good. 7.9 out of 10. Mashes sliders. Has an advantage in every single pitch. Is it night game? Is it day game? Isn't it? Yeah, it's a day game. He's really good in day games, but he's also really good in night games. It doesn't trigger a day masher tag unless they have a bad split. So he's good. He has a good split at night games, so he's not a day masher. He does hit better in day games, but because his split in night games isn't bad, he's not considered a day masher. He's just good overall. So yeah, Jay. The DJ's just playing all the stuff I listen. I don't stay within a single genre for music. I listen to everything like all the time. It just randomly is like switching genres every song. Because that's kind of how I listen to music. Yeah, Jordan Walker looks good. This is, against Jacob Lopez. What's he been doing? Let's go look at his recent form. Sheesh. Can I get a sheesh in the chat? This is a sheesh if I've ever seen one. Holy smokes. Yeah. Okay, here's your hits, runs, RBI stack. Burleson, Herrera, JJ, Jordan Walker. And there's your hits, runs, RBIs. Cardinals look pretty darn good today. It's either JJ or Jordan Walker for a homer, but with that do factor for Jordan Walker, I'm going to keep it simple. I'm just going to go Jordan Walker. Also JJ, day slumper, although it's not much of a difference. He's almost just bad at both with an OPS rating, essentially. Jordan Walker. Yeah, I think that's just the play in this game, Jordan Walker. Shea and Kurtz, they're fine for hits, runs, RBIs today. Definitely good for that. Philly, Boston. Luzardo, Rangers, Suarez. Here's that revenge game everyone's talking about. Rain. I keep up with the chat. I got a show to run, brother. I got videos to make. I can't stop and pause for every single comment. I can't pause for every single comment. I'm just going through the slate. If I paused and answered everybody's single question and then went back and everyone comes in, they're like, "Oh, what do you like for that game?" It's like I just spent 20 minutes on that game. I'm not going to go back and recap that game again, and then 5 minutes later, somebody else is going to come in and say, "Hey, what'd you like for that game?" And then I'm going to have to recap it again. Then everybody else watching, all 366 other people who don't care about that game anymore, are going to be like, "Bro, keep going." Like, just watch. If you tuned in late, the video goes on YouTube. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to stop and pause and go back for every single game every time somebody asks to go back to a game. Or we'd be here all day. We'd be here all day. Just how it goes. But to say I'm not for the community is crazy. Get somebody to write down the names, that's all. Well, here's the thing. Like, these aren't plays I'm taking. These are just people that I'm interested in, right? I go back and I'll look at it once lineups are confirmed and see who the actual people I like are. But yeah, say I'm not for the community. If I wasn't for the community, I just wouldn't stream. Or I'd stream like 2 games and be like, yeah, sorry, figure out the rest yourself. Crazy statement. Anyways, I don't like the rain in this one, for being real. Anybody in Boston right now? Anybody in Boston? How's it looking outside? You're in Boston? Okay. Is it raining? It's ugly? Yeah. Yeah. This is feeling like one of those ones that probably gets canceled. Postponed, delayed. Damn, is half the chat in Boston? Bro, the whole chat's in Boston. Jesus Christ. Okay. I guess we got a lot of people in Boston. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know, man. If it happens, I'll come back to it, I guess. But I mean, really, what we're looking at, I'm probably not taking Bryson Stott. I'm probably not taking Justin Crawford. Those guys are way too long shots. Plus 1,400, only an 8% chance, only 11% chance. Realistically, it's kind of Schwarber or nothing, and even that Schwarber, I mean, he does have the Zone Master, which is nice. 6.8 out of 10. I mean, Schwarber probably has his Zone Master against everybody though. On pace for 64 homers. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan. Not a huge fan. I guess if anybody, it's Schwarber, but like I don't need to tell you all that. Like you could say that any night of the week. You say that any game of literally any Phillies game. You could say it's probably Schwarber. Like, but Boston though, that's crazy. I can't believe how many people are in Boston. What up, young fella? It won't get canceled. Yeah, I mean we'll just wait and see how it clears up. Long live Za. No, I get it. I'm not. I don't. Yeah, I don't think not everybody has to sub to the site. I get it. If people can't afford to sub to the site, yeah, that's what the stream is for. You know what I mean? 100%. But then again, at the same time, if y'all are here to watch the stream as like a freebie like that, you can't afford the site. You just want to get some info from the stream. Well, then you can't come in and be like complaining like if I don't go back to a game that you specifically ask for later on. You know what I mean? Like if you want to go back to a game, well then yeah, that's what the site's for. But if you're going to be in the chat and you're going to get the free information, well then you also can't get mad at me if I'm not going back to another game for the third time. You know what I mean? So it's almost like if you're going to be taking the free information, then you just kind of got to take what comes. If you want like the detailed stuff and like the look backs and going back into it, then yeah, that's what the site is for, obviously. That's kind of the point. So it's not about if you can't afford the site, you shouldn't be able to be in the chat. 100%. That's why I do these streams, is for everybody who can't afford to get out of the site. But then you only get kind of one look at it, and that's how it goes. Or you can go watch on YouTube and you can watch a replay. Yeah, you can rewatch it. So, vulnerabilities for Chris Sale this year. Interesting. That picture, man, he's getting old. Holy cow. 6 homers. That's a lot for Chris Sale. 3.68% of righties. Lefties still don't really hit him. Lefties still don't. Oh yeah, it's small sample size. Only, but righties on that 4-seam fastball too. Subscribed on the RB thing. Yeah, I was gonna say you're not subbed, otherwise you'd have it. 4-seamer's been tough for Chris Sale. Let's see his runs above average on that 4-seamer. Okay. I mean, Chris Sale still has good stuff. But that 4-seamer only 95 velo now. I see. Okay, so right-handed batters versus Chris Sale. Ben Brown, only 1 home run the year, but he's only pitched 29 innings. Ben Brown last year was a bit of a home run merchant, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. Yeah. Last year he gave up a lot of homers. This year though, he's reeled it in. Yeah, I didn't see much on Kurtz outside of like total bases and hits, runs, RBIs. Right-handed hitters for the Cubs. That's really all we would want to see against the fastball too. Who's a good right-handed hitter here? Seiya? He hadn't really done much on the fastball though. Seiya's kind of it. The night game, I hope, right? Yeah. As y'all know, Seiya Suzuki, one of the top night owls ever. Got one of the craziest splits between night and day games. Him and Murakami. And Buxton, but Buxton's the other way around. No, Buxton is a night owl too, sorry. Buxton, Murakami, Seiya Suzuki have some gnarly night-day splits, like 500 OPS. It's crazy. I say, I guess. I don't know. Look at this. Not great. These are not Seiya's pitches. These are not Seiya's pitches. Versus lefties, what's he been working with here? Slider, changeup, curveball. He hasn't really done anything. It's a four-seamer. Yeah, I don't really know that the Cubs are it. Wind is blowing out, though. That's decent. I think we got some better options here. Matt Olson, Drake Baldwin. Ben Brown, what's his pitch mix looking like? Four-seamers. Kind of it. Really just, who's a good four-seam hitter on this team? Wait, was that versus lefties or righties? Versus righties is four-seamer. Versus lefties, it's nothing yet. He only has... I mean, his pitch has been pretty damn good, actually. 17 plate appearances, 0 ISO. Damn, okay. Well, these are both lefties, unfortunately, but, I mean, if we look at just the four-seamer, we'll look at the knuckle curve, too. Baldwin, Matt Olson. Baldwin, Matt Olson. Baldwin HRR, yep. Baldwin, Olson's got the Zone Master with a 7.2 rating. That's pretty good. That's pretty darn good. What were the things we like to see here? Heart fastballs, down mid breaking. So fastballs. Let's look at four-seam fastball and a sinker right down the middle. Boom, there's your match. And then breaking balls, down mid. Right here. It doesn't show the other breaking ball, unfortunately. He only throws a knuckle curve. Yeah, fastballs for Matt Olson. Looks pretty good right down the middle. I like Matty Matt today a lot. Baldwin. Mr. Baldwin. He went yesterday. Zone Master as well with a 5.5 out of 10. Fastball, breaking. So, okay, he's kind of cooking here. Fastballs. Yeah, right there. Knuckle curve, he hasn't hit one yet. But he does hit breaking balls down in very well, so... I like Baldwin and Olson today. I do. I like both of those guys. 2 homers for the Braves. 37% chance. 1 homer, 73% chance. A little bit rough for the Cubs. Only 58% chance they had a homer. Thinker for Riley. Specifically versus righties. He's got a homer right down the middle, but that's only thrown 6% of the time there. He's got a homer on the top left, too. That's a little bit more frequent, but only 3 pitches. Four-seamer. Inside looks decent. 1 zone rating right there. There it is, the matched zone. Fastball's in. Split versus ground ball pitcher. He's terrible in day games. Holy cow. He's been hitting it hard. He had those 2 barrels there against Colin Ray. Outside of that, tough matchup on the pitch mix. Maybe just look at the sinker. Austin Riley. Yeah, he looks good against a sinker. He looks good against all the pitches for sure, but against right-handed batters, four-seamer's the number 1 for Ben Brown. He's all right. Good fly ball rate, too. Good blast. He could be a good third option. Yeah, he's not a terrible third option. I just really like Olson and Baldwin. But Riley definitely is a decent third option. He really is. He's definitely a good third option. I'm just probably going to be on Matt Olson. Especially on Kalshi. Yeah, if you take Austin Riley, though, I mean, I see it. I definitely see it. Kansas City, Chicago White Sox. Wind blowing in. Anthony K, Chris Bubich. Oh my God, Anthony K versus right-handed batters. Okay. Bubich, not a whole lot. Not really doing a whole lot. Only 3 homers. Anthony K, 6 homers. Okay, so right-handed batters on the Royals. Hmm. Huh. What's the weather factor here? Negative 11%. Wind blowing in. Cold weather. Ay, ay, ay. Not the best conditions. Not the best conditions. Bobby Witt, what are the pitches he's bad with? Everything. Four seam, sinker, cutter, slider. Okay. Four seam, sinker, cutter, slider. Right-handed batters versus those pitches. So Bobby Witt doesn't have any homers on those versus the lefty. That's the issue. You don't see the issue? I'll show you the issue right now with Bobby Witt. Versus left-handed pitchers, only one homer. 983 OPS. Bobby Witt is a beast when it comes to hits, runs, RBIs, total bases versus lefties. All that stuff's great. His homers are coming against righties. His homers are coming against right-handed pitching. That's the issue. So Bobby Witt, maybe you throw him in with the guys like James Wood, who actually is not that bad today. Jordan, Bobby Witt, these guys who are probably pretty good for total bases today. Michael also, he shit the bed yesterday. Had a couple walks, 2 walks, really killed his opportunity of getting a hit. Over 3 and 2 walks. So 5 plate appearances, didn't get on base, which is kind of crazy. If we look at his trends here, nothing crazy. It's just small, just soft exit velocities. Versus lefties, though, a little harder, 50% hard hit rate. Favorable pitch mix rating. Oh my god. Yeah, Mike Hell could be another good play today for hits, runs, RBIs. Could be. So Bobby and Mike Hell definitely on my radar. When it comes to pop versus lefties, is this guy gonna play today? Lane Thomas. His only homers on the outside of the plate, but Lane Thomas, what was his odds? Plus 740. That's right what I got it at. Could be an interesting long shot, but it's kind of stinks, man. I don't know. Salvy's your favorite look in that game? He's definitely better versus lefties, for sure. He's starting to heat up, too. Recent form, he did have a homer there. He was hitting it. Statcast, I'm pretty sure, he's been hitting it pretty good, yeah. Couple barrels here in the last few games. He hasn't seen left. Here's the thing, though. Look at this log. Ugh. His, I got to pee so bad. His, balls in play, he's only put, 10 balls in play since April 26th. All right, let me pee real quick. I'll be back, and then we'll finish the slate. Give me 2 seconds. All right. Yeah, Salvy, I don't know. He just doesn't have balls in play versus lefties for me to care, honestly. So. He does look good against lefties, though. I see how he has some decent numbers here. Some decent numbers here. But the home run frequency just isn't high enough, really, for me to take anybody at these odds. On the other side, Murakami's fair value, 5%. I like Murakami today. I'd call it a day there. He's the only one that has anything remotely decent as a home run probability. He's going up against a guy that doesn't really give up homers. If anybody's going to take him deep today, that was fast. Yeah, it wasn't too fast, like a minute. I jogged, and I jogged back. Here you go. One of the craziest night owl tags you'll see. Ugh. Sorry, if I yawn a lot during the stream, for those of you guys who are new here, I have a 5-month-old baby. I get up at like 6 a.m. every day, let the dogs out, go to the gym, come back, play with the baby, get the site ready, get on live. So I got late nights working to customer support till midnight. At least go to bed, get up at 6. So I yawn a lot. So I'm sorry if you guys catch me yawning during streams. I'm not bored. I promise you, I'm not bored. I just am tired. It's I haven't had coffee yet today. So I'll get into it. But I hope you have 4 more, bruh. Welcome to parenthood. Yeah, Hundo, I know. Hundo, you still trying to get to like what, 9? Don't miss that newborn stage at all. Yeah, it's getting better. It's getting better, Bree Brown. It's getting a lot better. But still tired. Been tired for like 6 months straight. Yeah, baby coming in a month. Congrats. 9 babies is crazy. 9's crazy. Murakami. Yeah. Not much else to say. Sicko. Mel's on his ass. Yeah, this is my first. 4 girls, my boy in November. Yeah, I got a baby girl. I'm a girl dad. Yeah, I'll show the watch list in a sec. Did I fade? Yeah, I did. Okay. Murakami. Honestly, though, it's a pretty low probability for him today. Usually Murakami's near the 30s. He's only at 20% chance today, so 3 boys, 1 girl. There you go. Girl dad coming late next month. There we go. Shout out everybody in the chat. I like it. The chat is fertile. Chat's having kids. It's good. It's good. Keep the world moving. Giants, Dodgers. Emmett Sheehan, Landon Roop. God damn, these odds are terrible today. Sheehan, the wind's blowing out too. Left-handed batters, yep. And left-handed batters, no. Only 1 homer allowed. I mean, really, then that means you want to target the Giants lefties on 4-seam and slider. Rafi. I got 2 sets of twins. Oh my god. That's insane. I don't know how people do twins. I can barely handle it. 1 baby's enough. Holy shnikes. Damn. Rafi. Someone said Adames. Well, if we look at this, right-handed batters, looks like only really 1 righty has hit a home run off of Emmett Sheehan. You can see right here. 0, actually. 6 homers versus lefties. It's all left-handed batters doing the damage on Sheehan. Yeah, on a 4-seam and a slider. Specifically, that 4-seam is getting destroyed. And the slider, honestly. So 4-seamers and sliders, that's what we're looking at right here. 4-seamers and sliders versus righties. How do people do against them? As a left-handed batter, it's Rafi. It's Rafi Devers. I had to parlay him shipping out condoms. Damn, I'm married, bro. I'm married, Samir. Chill. I'm building a family. I've been married for almost 3 years. We're building a family. I don't know about the rest of y'all though. I know Hundo. I maybe ship something to Hundo. That boy's been talking about building a soccer team or a basketball or what do you say? For the over producers? Yeah, I get you. Like Hundo. I get it. Yeah, Hundo is not married. Really it's Rafi. That's it. I'll star him. I don't think his odds are good though, if I remember. It's not terrible actually. Might bump up. Maybe Rafael Devers actually goes up in the lineup too. That'd be pretty nice. I'm looking for a football team. That's true. It's just Rafi. Okay, let's look at the watch list here, and then let's get out of here. So Lowe, Olsen, Rayleigh, Baldwin, Murakami, Jay Walker, Wood, Devers, Ali. I actually kind of like this list. Are you crazy for liking Drew? No, I don't think so. Drew Romo? He's on a heater. I mean, I'd just be riding a hot bat. Wood, Walker, Devers. I like this list today. I can't lie. This kind of feels. It's just one of those. I just have like kind of like the feeling that this feels good. You ever just like look at it and you're like, I actually really like this. Like some days I look at the watch list and I'm like, I have to grind this thing down. Today I'm looking at this and I actually like every single name I see. I'm like, okay, this could be it. Not obviously not all 9 hitting a home run, but there's something in here. I think there's something in here for sure. A lot of zone master tags too, and this is kind of coincidental. A lot of night owls. No negative. I don't see any negative tags on this list outside of Luke Rayleigh, which honestly, like I said, that's not that bad. Pretty decent. Now, the bad news is the number one projected probability out of all these guys is only 23%, so it's really not that good. Yeah. And let's just look at quickly Daymasher. Yeah, some Daymashers here. You could go down this list too if you wanted. I'm not going to do it. Zone Masters and Daymashers? Nobody. How about Zone Masters and Night Owls? Nobody. Okay. Are we sure there's nobody that's a Daymasher, Zone Master, or Night Owl? Yeah, there's not. Okay. I just had to check. Is there a build parlay for the watch list? Yes, there is. Oh, you mean like a generator for it? Because you can just click on them and then build your parlay that way. Or click on total bases, build it that way. If that's what you mean. But there's no parlay generator strategy for the watch list. Because it would just give you the top 3 guys, you know what I mean? Like, because there's different people in your watch list. Like, some of them will be considered long shots, some will be sleepers, some will be balanced. So if you do balance, you'll just like take your top 3. So you could just do that yourself. If you're taking long shots, well, you can kind of see these guys are already kind of long shots. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't think that would work, but it's a good idea. Torque a Daymasher. No, I said there was no Daymashers with the Zone Master tag. I was looking for a combo. There's Daymashers today, but there was no combo. Torque a Daymasher? Well, let's find out. He is. He just has a very low home run probability. He's on here. Right here. It's sorted by the top home run probability. So he's down here because he's got less probability to hit a home run than all these other guys. But he's there. Machado kind of scares me. I'm not going to lie. The more I look at it, the more I think about it. I'm not going to overthink it, but he does way better versus lefties than righties. So, all right. Let's wrap this up. I got to go. I've got to go. I appreciate y'all for being here. I'm going to get this thing uploaded over on YouTube. So if you guys want to rewatch the replay, you can go to YouTube. Once again, come over to rudebets.com. You can use code RUDE for 25% off. Get in here. What do you look for in hits? There's a million ways. Everyone keeps asking about hits. I generally just go down. I look for like guys who are doing pretty well recently, like Nick Kurtz. He's got a lot of hits here. Even Nathan Church, not bad. Terang, not bad. O'Neal Cruz, not bad. And I try to look for a good pitch mix and then good odds. In this case, not really. Oh, that's on the day mashers. But a lot of people do it a different way. Some people who like, well, what was built into it? It's built into the projection. But really, I think pitch mix is a better indicator. The projection's got everything you could think of built into it in terms of what goes into getting a hit. But some people do it different ways. I know people who do it based on like guys they think are going to hit a home run. They take them for a hit instead because a lot of these guys have been hitting doubles. You can go game by game and just look through, or even you can go look at the pitchers, right? You can go look at the pitchers and be like, hits allowed. Okay, what pitchers are hit vulnerable? Okay, so Mike Burrows, Jesus Luzardo, Keter Montero, and then you can go into those games and be like, okay, of these pitchers, which guys on those teams look the best for a hit? That's another way you can do it. So there's a few ways. There's a few ways you can do it. So, all right, chat, I gotta go. I am late to my duties. I appreciate y'all for being here. This is going up on YouTube. If you missed anything, top do any of that, it's going to be on the YouTube. Or obviously just come join rudebets.com. Give it a shot. Give it a try. We have NBA and WNBAs coming out probably this weekend. I'm done building it for the most part. I'm just waiting for some more data to pour in because there's only 2 games worth of data. We have 2 new teams in the league, so you got to get some data in there. Otherwise, it's just going to be using like 1 game sample sizes. But we'll drop it, and it's very good. It's freaking awesome. We're going to make so much money in WNBA this year. It's crazy. I was looking at the lines, and like I was taking some test plays yesterday. They all cashed. Like it's just